everybody, and welcome back to Out of Body 31 Days of Halloween. Hope you guys are having a great day or night, whatever time it is when you're watching this video. Today is going to be another Haunted Memphis episode, and I'm going to be talking about Chickasaw Heritage Park, or the Mounds of Memphis, as some people know it as. So there's actually a park in Memphis that houses some ancient Native American burial and ceremonial mounds. I think I briefly mentioned this when I did my video on the Haunted Marine Hospital, because this park is actually located right across the street from that. The park is actually 11 acres and was originally the village of the Chickasaw tribe, and Chickasaw was the name of the leader of that tribe. So later the park was renamed Jackson Mound Park, and then after that in 1913 it was renamed to DeSoto Park, which was named after a Spanish explorer, Hernando de Soto. And as it's stated on a plaque that's in the park, Hernando de Soto had viewed the Mississippi for the first time at this park. What's interesting about the mounds in this park is that they are very, very old. They date back to the 1500s, and later on, during the Civil War, those mounds were actually used as bunkers, which, to me, in hindsight, that's kind of disrespectful. And at that time, the park was actually called Fort Pickering, and in 1863, the Chickasaw Mound was hollowed out and used to store ammunition. Now, as you can imagine, given its history, this area is supposedly one of the most haunted areas in the city. And when I went on the Historical Haunts bus tour, haunted ghost tour thing, I talked about that in my video on Claude Pugh. The Chickasaw Heritage Park was actually their first stop. And so that's what kind of got me introduced to the story of it. And I made myself kind of a mental note to talk about it on my channel at some point. Now, many people have claimed to see apparitions in this park. A lot of them say that they've seen soldiers, like, you know, dead Civil War soldiers. Now, the Chickasaw Mound specifically, the one I mentioned earlier that was hollowed out and used to store ammunition, at some point there was a brick door installed on the outside of the entrance of it. And what we learned on this tour, on this ghost tour, is that construction workers had to constantly put up that wall again. Because what was happening, apparently, is that the brick wall door was being destroyed after they would put it up, and it wasn't just being destroyed like by vandals, it was being destroyed from the inside. Like, they could tell that it had been torn down from the inside, but there was nobody inside. So it almost sounds like to me that whatever spirits are lingering around there do not appreciate that it was hollowed out and that there was a door there and all of that. They want it left alone, and so the construction workers ended up refusing to put it back up again. They just refused. Now it is still up, so somebody put it back up, I guess, because when we drove by there, I saw it, and I've got a couple pictures here, but they're not. It was nighttime and it was raining, so I apologize, they're not very clear pictures. Now, the lady that was doing the tour did mention that there's usually some kind of concrete topping on the door. And when we drove by, it wasn't there, so I don't know what that was about, but apparently that was supposed to be there and wasn't there. She also mentioned that supposedly there was a curse put on the land. I don't know by who necessarily, but at some point there was a curse put on the land, maybe because of the wartime and what it was used for during war. People feel like the area has been cursed since then. So that is it for this video. This is another short one. I've got a lot of short Haunted Memphis episodes this time around, but I still thought it was good to bring up on this channel. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. Sometime I might try to research more into the specific curse that's supposedly on Memphis. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video tomorrow for 31 Days of Halloween. Bye.